Namaste everyone. Welcome to this video of Bharatnatyam practical exam preparation. In today's video, I will be guiding you through the basic grooming and presentation required for Bharatnatyam exam, from hairstyle and makeup to the essential ornaments. Whether you are in first, second, third, fourth or fifth year, this video will help you to understand how to get ready neatly, traditionally and exam appropriate manner. A proper presentation not only enhances your appearance but also adds confidence and grace to your performance. So let's start this step-by-step information of video how to get ready for exam. For hairstyle, we are going to tie a single bun. For that you need a comb appropriate for your hair type. I have curly hair, so I've used this big comb. You can use simple one. Tail comb. It is important to have tail comb to draw fine lines for the partition, mid partitions and the rest of the partition. Transparent hair tie, net, bob pins, donut. For smooth and shiny effect, serum. I'm using Biolage serum. Hair gel to keep your baby hair in a very tact and neat manner. Orange gajra, white gajra. One for a single bun, one orange gajra and one white gajra is enough. So start with middle partition. Another horizontal middle partition has to be done. Twist the hair and tie with the pin so that it doesn't get mixed up with the hair which is back. Comb your hair neatly. Cover all your baby hair. Tie a transparent rubber band. Now it's time to the front partition, front portion. Twist your hair and tie it neatly. So you need to twist this and form a slight puff to one side so it looks nice to your sides. Make it little loose and just tuck your pins. Tuck your pin in a cross manner in an X shape so it gets entangled with each other. Okay, now you will check whether the two partitions are in a equal line. Okay, I can see this line is little bit up, so I will make this line more equal to the second one. Bobbins in a cross manner, so it get locked in a very firm manner. So this is front partition which is already done. It looks beautiful. Now you will take your entire hair and tuck into this donut. So it gives you volume for your bun. Okay, this is the hairstyle for your bun. Now what you will do, you will spread out this entire hair over the bun. So there is no need to have a really long hair. A medium hair length hair will do over this. So it has to be very neatly placed. Your entire hair should be spread all over to the bun. You will take the hairband and put all around the bun. So this is the proper shape of your bun. The remaining hair, some people have big hair, so they have good more volume and the length of the hair. So remaining hair, you will take it like this and again twist it back, twist more back and round it around the bun and tie it neatly around the bun. I use bobbins. You can use U-pins as well. So one side is done. The other side again. So your two sides are neatly tucked. Oh, I'm using my mouth again and again to open this bun. Usually all women do this. And you can see this bun, a nice tight bun, clean and clear bun. Can you see this? Okay. You can put, if you want it down, you can put it little up. I always like it in the middle, so I put it in the middle. You can see the nice round shape of this bun. So tada, this is done. The last one, your small hair shouldn't come out. So we are tying this net around that bun. Okay, you will get this net anywhere. It's very small and delicate and flexible net. You can put it all around your bun and fix it up. Usually people rotate it, but I like to have only one coat around my hair. So this is the basic hair. You will get any artificial gajra. Put one orange around your bun, orange gajra. Now this is the tie, okay? And the second one, this is an artificial gajra. You can buy it from any traditional shop. This it looks, it has the tie knot, thread to tie, and just tie it. And so hair wise you are ready. It's sorted. One bun, which is always good for your exam, especially till 5th year. You can tie this one bun and dance. Even if you want a pleat below your bun, this is a ready bun. You can just have a ready-made supplement with the pleat and you can tie around your bun. So you'll get ready pleat as well. So yes, we are ready with the hair bun. This is a hairstyle you can do for every year from 1st to 5th year. We will apply a hair gel to set our small baby hair. Yeah. So here is a clean texture of hair. See, it is there. You find somewhere you find some hair are loose or some has come popping out, you can just fix it up with the hair gel later after completing your style. So there will be no short and baby hairs coming out. Though I have plenty of baby hair, so I need this gel all the time. Let's move to the makeup. One of the most essential thing to have along with us is mirror. One handy mirror, enough big to see our face and enough good to have minute correction and minute appearance so that your makeup gets perfectly done. One handy mirror is must. concealer plus foundation, compact powder, eyebrow pencil, eyebrow highlighter, kajal pencil, sketch pen, eyeliner, lip pencil, lipstick, drop bindi, white tika, nose shading brown color, eyeshadow dark maroon brown color. So let's start with the makeup. For practical exam, usually examiner sits very close to the examiner, the one who appearance of the exam. So the base has to be very light and the daylight makeup. The makeup has to be very light and gentle, not like the stage, very base, heavy base, and the dark makeup is not necessary for practicals of the Bharatanatyam. So let's move for the base. Here I have used a concealer which is suitable to my skin tone. You can use base as per your skin tone. There are multiple shades which suits you, which can be suitable for you according to your shade. So my shade is a little darker. So I have used little dark skin concealer, and this is a plainly concealer which I'm using it, and I'm going to spread it all over my face. Act like a foundation and base for my makeup. Wherever the are the dark point, I'm trying to clear, hide it with this concealer. These are the dark point. Usually sometimes the younger small kids who go for this exam, and they really know there is no need to use any harsh base for them, as their skin is already bright and delicate, less dark spots, so you can use a light foundation on their skin. Here I'm using MAC Compact Studio Compact, and just tap it down all over my face. But the base has to be very gentle and supple. No harsh makeup as stage requires. The exam makeup has to be very light. Let's groom our eyebrows. Now we will shadow some our nose. Okay, have a brown tone around, light brown tone around our nose. So it looks little bit straight, and the dark brown at the center. You can always dab it with the and the matching of the nose look straight. So here we are done with the base. Let's move to the eyeshadow. So basically I am using the dark brown color for eyeshadow, so it look more natural. Rather, any eyeshadow will look great on you, but the darker side and the matte finish, not a glossy finish. It has to be matte finish. Always have this half circle which looks natural to your eyes. When it is open, looks very natural. And small glittery effect over the under the eye eyebrows. This eyebrows will be lightly, so it looks light. I always put it all over the edges of my eyes and the eyeliner. The last very crucial step, eyeliner. I prefer to start it at the midway. Usually for stretch we have big eyes, but for the exam you can moderately paint your eyes with the eyeliner so that it looks neat and the all expression are visible with the minimal use. One more thing I would like to tell, I have used sketch pen eyeliner. It gets spread less over your eyes. So it remains as it is. It is very much dry and waterproof. Use always waterproof eyeliner. So now you're setting up with your eyebrows. Always darken your eyebrows. It looks balanced. There should be balance in your eyeliner and eyebrows. The eyebrows should not feel like faded in compare with your eyes. So always balance these two. So now it's turn for merging of our eyebrows. So it's turned to blush on. Now the thing is, I don't have blush on. So what I will do, I will use my lipstick across my cheekbone, making triangle, and with this sponge I will smudge it down on my cheekbone. You can peel the cheekbone, you can just tap it over it. Do not come over your cheek on the top of your cheek. No, it is behind your cheekbone, making triangular shape. And the last is lipstick. Always apply the lip liner before applying lipstick, as it stays long and the shape goes in a very well manner. Okay, it never smudge it off, and the shape always as per your lips. Lip liner has to be one shade darker than your lipstick. Here I am using the pinkish red color, which looks great on stage as well as on Bharatnatyam makeup. Some more lip liner is required here, and the final touch is your bindi. I always prefer drop bindi for my Bharatnatyam performance. You can use any shape. Round bindi also looks great. This center has to be matched with this partition, middle partition. It is at the center, and the small white dot. And here is your makeup ready. So let's turn to last but not least, our ornaments. These are the temple jewelry. For Bharatnatyam, temple jewelries are must. You cannot wear any other jewelry. There are types of temple jewelry. You will have variety in this. So I have given a specified temple jewelry. These bangles, okay, these are broad bangles, and I will recommend you to have this bangles. It looks nice on stage, very much embarking. Okay, rather than having thin bangles, must have these bangles. Jhumka, short necklace. You can have either long necklace, single chutti, single bindi. There are multiple varieties of these bindis. You can have any of them, but the twin temple jewelry is must. Okay, I have different types of short necklace. I usually wear this short necklace for my exam practicals. These are the temple jewelry. These are the minimal jewelries from temple art. There are many multiple jewelry, but for examination, we required these jewelries and ghungroos. Ghungroos, I will recommend you to have a velvet one with the velcro. Easy to use and very much convenient to dance in. So let's turn to ornaments. I am going to show you a hack. There is always a complaint that when we wear a bindi, during our performance, it goes off or it gets shattered somewhere and it loses its place. So, I'm going to show you a hack for this is I'm going to take a short black thread, 1 meter black thread, take it half and tie it around your bindi. Exactly half, the last portion of your bindi. Okay, and tie the knot around it. A nice tight knot. It is something like this at the end of your bindi, and this is the bindi at the end and over here at the start of your bindi. You can have one more black thread around the start of the bindi, or you can place it at this mid. Let's go at the mid of the bindi here. First, second, third. Let's tie it in a halfway and then place your bindi at the center of the partition, taking all threads aside. So first take first thread and tie it around your head. The bindi should not lose the single chutti should not lose the center. And the second thread is above your head. Always this black thread should pass through your hair, so it won't move. Even it moves in a very natural way. So this is the hack. You can try it. So you can have black pin and just tie all the black thread below your bun. So it should not seen. Otherwise, it doesn't look good while your performance. Let's wear the earring. So here we are ready for our practical exam. If you want, you can wear a long necklace. So here are we done with our ornaments. Now we will move forward for the alta, red nail pin, and the last is ghungru. Remember, it is not just getting ready, it is about presenting our dedication, discipline, and love for this beautiful art form. Thank you and all the best for your upcoming exams.